Hey dudes, welcome to Splat from the Past, the only 80s themed horror and sci-fi show where things can get totally radical. Now today, I will be welcoming back my good friend from the Bay Area, the very talented actress, Judy Cerda. I'm having her on the show today. We're going to talk about upcoming projects she's got, and I'd like to ask her about other things as well, like Academy Awards predictions and so forth. And it's going to be pretty cool. Judy's really nice and a lot of fun. Also, I'd like to say rest in peace to a comedian I just absolutely love and respect who passed away today, Brody Stevens. It was an alleged suicide. I don't know if that's true or not, but that's what I was reading, and it's really sad. I saw him on Joey Diaz's podcast, The Church of What's Happening Now, about a month ago, and there was something off about his demeanor, but he was very funny, just absolutely hilarious and very insightful. And I was looking forward to meeting him when I moved to Los Angeles this year, and sadly I won't. And I'm really disappointed about that. The guy was really funny, and he was on the verge of becoming hugely successful. And, you know, this happened, unfortunately. So rest in peace, Brody Stevens. And here is my new interview with Judy Cerda.
Hello?
Hey, Judy.
Hi, how are you?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm doing good.
Awesome. Welcome back to the podcast.
Oh, thank you. It's nice to be back.
Absolutely. Oh, what's new?
Well, I just did a week-long voiceover job for a company, so I finished that up today, which I'm really happy about. That went really well. And I did a movie I'm very proud of called The Villain about a month ago, and that's being submitted to different film festivals now. That was a real dramatic movie wherein I played this wife, Daisy, who's very evil towards her husband and is just after money. So that was a really good film that we did, and I'm looking forward to that being released into some festivals.
Wow, that's great. Yeah, I got some great things coming up next few months. Me and my mom were going to LA for a week to go to the horror convention Monsterpalooza in April, and
oh yes, that is quite a great event, I hear.
Oh, it is a lot of fun. I go every year. I couldn't go last year, but the last few years I've gone, and I just love going. There's so many great celebrities there signing autographs.
Oh, that's exciting.
Yeah, that's a lot of fun. And then in May, I'm going to be coming up to San Francisco to shoot my own independently made horror movie show.
Oh, that sounds good. I love the horror movies. That's my favorite genre.
Yep, gonna make a pilot where I play my persona on the podcast Tommy Throwback Kovac, and I'm going to have some sketches and commercial parodies with my friends in there too, and a celebrity guest that I'm getting on to, and I'm gonna put it on Facebook and Twitter and Instagram and see if anybody responds. If they do, I'll make more.
Oh, that sounds good.
Yeah, and if I do make more, I'll let you know, because I'm always looking for people to, be a special guest or, in the sketches or what have you.
Uh-huh, that sounds good.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. I wanted to do this in January of last year, and then some really bad things happened to me last year that fortunately it's all gone now and stuff, but...
Oh.
This year, this is the year for me, and this is the year it's going to happen. And everybody's I got is on the same page as I am, and I'm just so happy, and I'm so blessed because I got 400 episodes of this podcast coming up in the next few days.
Oh, that sounds like quite a bit. Wow, that's a lot.
Yeah, because I've been able to get sometimes three interviews in one day, sometimes for a week straight, and so. That's how I've been able to do as many podcasts as I have. And plus, I have no life up here in Redding. I'm just waiting for my mom to retire so we can get down to LA. But that's going to happen this year.
Oh, that sounds good. Yeah, Redding is a pretty quiet area. So your mother's planning on moving to LA with you?
Yeah, that's the plan.
Well, that sounds good.
Yeah, we have.
That's nice to not have to go down there by yourself. It's good to have a family member or somebody go with you when you're making a move to a new city.
Well, my mom's having might be having a tentative surgery with her hip. If that happens, I mean, my brother can take care of her because he just moved in here, and if I go down there alone for a while, that's okay. I mean, she'll come down eventually, but if I have to do that, I will.
Mm-hmm.
And
well, that's good. It's just a matter of figuring out the logistics, to find where you're going to live and what exact part of LA you're going to live in.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I have a friend down there who started out doing stand-up comedy the same time I did, and he's been telling me for like 3 years that I can move in with him until I get started. And I don't know. He was like tentatively like moving to Texas, but I don't know if he is or not and stuff. But I have him as an option, and plus I've made so many contacts on this podcast out there and stuff. I can also check with people I know down there too, or put it out on Facebook.
Yeah, that's a good deal.
Yeah. So I'm just so blessed, and yesterday was the anniversary since I woke up from my coma, and I'm just feeling so grateful and feeling so optimistic.
Yes, it's great to be alive. Really, every year you just have to think positive thoughts and plan to do even better each year than you did the year before.
Mm-hmm. I've been on a diet for a month and a half now. I've lost, I think, 12 pounds by now.
That's good.
Yeah, got a long way to go.
That's really good.
Yep, I got a long way to go, but I'm heading there.
I'm sure you'll do it. You seem like you're pretty determined, and that's a good thing to be.
Mm-hmm. So this Sunday is the Academy Awards. Do you have any predictions?
No, I really don't. I don't have predictions. I know I'd love to see the movie Queen, the Bohemian Rhapsody movie win, because I think that was an excellent movie, and I do go to the movies a lot, and out of all of them I've seen, I really thought that was the best one out there. It was entertaining, but it also showed a whole story of the band Queen, a lot of things I didn't know about them, because when they were popular, I was just a little girl, so I wasn't really into their music.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't really know much about them. I've come to know their music from going to karaoke bars and hearing people sing it, and I'd hear a song I like and say, who sings that? They'd say Queen, so I knew from that I liked their music. Then when I went and saw the movie and learned the whole story of Freddie Mercury and how he became the lead singer in the band because he was persistent about it, and everything that he went through and all that it took with their songwriting and everything, and I was just so impressed. It was really an inspiration. I think they're such a good group, and Freddie Mercury really was quite an incredible person and such a talented singer and performer. It was amazing.
Oh, yeah, I'm the hugest Queen fan in the world. My earliest introduction to them was when they did the soundtrack to the movie Highlander. And then later on when I got into their 70s music, I didn't even know they were the same band because they had such a different... They had such a different... I mean, yeah, Freddie Mercury sounded the same, but they had such a different sound in the 70s than they did in the 80s, because they got really versatile and experimental in the 80s, And, so I got into them that way. And, right after, like, within months after Freddie Mercury died, Wayne's World came out and Bohemian Rhapsody was rediscovered. And then next thing you know, they probably became more popular than they were, at the height of their fame,
Yes, I think so. And I think the movie has given them a whole new fan base. There are a lot of people who didn't really know much about them and didn't know all their music, and now they've seen all the variety of songs that they made and how electrifying their concerts were. I think they have a whole new group of fans now.
Yeah, I haven't seen Bohemian Rhapsody, but I want to. even though I'm a little
Oh, you should. Yes, that should definitely win for Best Picture. A Star is Born with Lady Gaga was excellent, too, and she really showed off her best singing in the movie, but I really think Bohemian Rhapsody should be the winner, and I'd like to see her win some awards, too, though, but I think they're the number one.
I was very disappointed to find out, though, that Bryan Singer directed it because he's a well-known pedophile, and I can't believe he's still working in Hollywood. But at least he's not nominated for Best Director. And in that category, I think who's going to win Best Director is Spike Lee, I think.
I'm not really sure. Yeah, I just paid attention to the movies, but both movies were really, really good.
Yeah, I think he's due. Remember a couple of years ago, there was those, criticisms that the Academy was racist.
Yeah, well, there's always remarks made like that. I think if people don't see somebody win that they want to win, there's always remarks made like that, no matter what it's about, whether it's against race or whether it's female or male, people get disappointed. It's just the way it is. Not everybody can win,
Yeah, that's sad, though. But, yeah, for him, I think he's going to win. I haven't seen any of these movies that are nominated yet, but I like the actors who are being nominated. Like for Best Actor, I think Bradley Cooper is going to win because there's a lot of buzz about him in A Star Is Born.
Yeah, it was well directed, yes, and the story was a very emotional story. Lady Gaga really showed that she's more than just a pop singer in that. She can also sing very good ballads. She has a very beautiful voice, a great range. I was surprised that she did so well because I'm just used to her fun pop songs, which I like to sing myself, but I didn't realize the true depth of her singing. So, yeah, she was good, and it was an excellent movie.
And Sam Elliott is nominated for the first time in his whole career. I love him. I hope he wins.
Wow.
Yeah, I think it's going to be him, or it could even be Richard E. Grant. He's a good actor. For best actress, though, there's a lot of buzz surrounding Glenn Close in The Wife. Maybe she might get it, but I think it's going to be Lady Gaga for A Star Is Born.
Yeah, I didn't see the Glenn Close movie. I know she's a good actress, but I haven't seen that one.
Yeah, I was talking to somebody about this the other night. Melissa McCarthy is nominated for Best Actress. She's very funny, very talented, but I don't think she's ready yet. I don't think she's going to be the winner, I think she's still got time, but she's very talented.
Yeah.
And
yeah, it also depends on what kind of movies you like. People have different tastes. Some people are very much into musicals. Others are into dramas. Others into horror. It just depends, too, on your own personal taste, what kind of movies you like and what movies really speak to you.
Oh, I love the honorary awards this year. They're going to have Cicely Tyson and Lalo Schifrin, the great composer. I love that. That's a really good choice. I've been very critical the last few years of the honorary awardees. Although I did like Donald Sutherland getting it because he's never been nominated for anything, but I'm glad that they got it. And also Kathleen Kennedy and Frank Marshall are getting the Irving Thalberg Award. And what do you think about the fact that there's not going to be a host this year?
I find it strange. I can't imagine a show not having a host. That is pretty strange.
It's going to be the first one in 30 years since they haven't had a host. 1989 was the last time. Yeah.
I'm sorry, I can't hear you. You were breaking up a little bit.
1989 was the last time that they didn't have a host.
Really? And why is it they don't have one this year?
Because originally Kevin Hart, the stand-up comedian, was going to do it, and then he got called out for some homophobic jokes he made on Twitter back in like 2008 or something. And so after that, people they approached to replace him all said no because they didn't like, the fact that they did that to him. So they said, okay, we're not going to have a host this year then.
I can understand that. I mean, I don't know what his jokes were, but I know that people are way too sensitive these days. A lot of people out there, especially comedians, have a sense of humor. They'll say things that are pretty off the wall on Twitter, but I don't think it means they should lose jobs or that it should hurt them if it's all just in fun and it's just joking around. Like I said, I don't really know what he said. I just very vaguely heard about him saying something, but, you know, when they're a comedian, you got to expect that. They make fun of everything under the sun.
Yeah, it's a strange time. It's only temporary, though. I think that the level of political correctness that we're at now, it's very comparable to what Lenny Bruce went through in the '60s, and I think it's gonna get that way. You know, the only problem is, though, there's the internet now, and there wasn't the internet then, and so people find out faster about it. You know, and it just makes things spiral out of control. It makes everyone's head spin. You know.
Yeah, well, you know, people are just far too offended by things these days. It's gotten to the point where some people are even afraid to talk. They're afraid to make a joke. They're afraid to say something funny. I mean, people really just need to relax more and realize that not everything is well thought out and has an evil intent. Some things are just to be funny, especially with comedians. You know, they're constantly thinking of things to make fun of. Even sometimes serious things that aren't that funny, they'll find a way to make light of the situation.
Yep, absolutely.
Comedians do.
That's what I do, yeah. And, you know, socially, I mean, I know that, you know, being dirty has its time and its place, and I'm willing to you know, go along with that and stuff. But I try to surround myself with people that are just like me, so I don't have to do that, you know.
Right, exactly. I mean, there's a certain level of appropriateness. You don't want to say anything really nasty or really dirty that really could make people uncomfortable or just isn't right, especially if it's out in the public eye. You know, you got to watch that. But at the same time, if you have a sense of humor and you do surround yourself with other people with that kind of sense of humor, then it's okay. Then it works for you.
Yeah, that's really difficult over here in Reading. I go to the sauna over here, the swimming pool. I mean, yeah, swimming pool and the hot tub. And I meet a lot of millennials who are like younger than I am in their 20s, and they just have no sense of humor, like, whatsoever. And they are not in tune with pop culture. And it's just like, oh my God, I can't believe this. And they go to the college around here that's a Christian college, but what it really is a cult, you know? And,
I see.
Yeah, and they act like...
That's not good.
Yeah.
Because then they're not really learning about the world around them. They're becoming dictators themselves, thinking they can dictate to everybody what to say, what not to say, and that's just not the way America operates. We're not a dictatorship. We're a free country. There's freedom of speech, and people do have their differences. People do have different levels of humor within them, but to think that you can be offended at everything and expect everybody else to walk on eggshells around you just isn't a reality. Maybe in their little group, as you said, in their cult, maybe it's that way, but in the real world, it's not.
Yeah, I mean, it's just, I just don't know. You know, I do my best not to even talk to them anymore because they're drones. That's all they are.
Yeah,
drones.
Exactly. It's like, that's a good word for it. People become robots, you know. They're afraid to show affection, afraid to be humorous, afraid to discuss things with different people. You know, it's just sad. You don't want to let yourself become like that. So if you find it's a group around you that is like that, then that's not a group you want to associate with. You want to be with people who are more open-minded and people who can learn from you and you can learn from them. It's just crazy to be that way.
Yeah, like there's this one guy I met. He had like tattoos and a beard and just really scruffy looking stuff. He's like probably 19 or 20 or something, and like he sees me walking with a cane, you know, and stuff, and he's like asking me if he can bless my leg, you know, because he goes to that college, right? And I'm like, just dude, just don't even go there. You know, because I know, you know, you act like a good Christian boy, but I know that as soon as I leave here, you're gonna go home and fuck some chick you got there, you know.
Oh, gee.
Yeah. So just people around here are just strange. Yeah,
it sounds like it's different. I don't think I've really been to Reading. I've heard about it. I know it's a real quiet town.
yeah, there's nothing here. There's 2 theater companies here. I tried to get involved with them, but they were very rude to me.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I took a free acting class with this one theater company that was like a year old at the time, and they were nice to me there. But then, like when we got on social media, they just became different. You know, they're very, I mean, the theater company overall is kind of politically incorrect. They do the Rocky Horror Picture Show every Halloween, and they do plays that like kind of push the envelope. But like, a lot of people who go to the class that I met, they were nice, but then when they got on Facebook and saw inappropriate things I posted, they like distanced themselves from me.
Oh, I see. Uh-huh.
Yeah. It's okay. I'm not going to be here much longer, so I don't mind being alone. I got my podcast that keeps me from being lonely.
Yes, that certainly keeps you busy. That's true.
Mm-hmm. I was curious, Judy, what color are your nails painted?
What color are they painted today? Today they are clear. Every once in a while I give them a break. I get the gel manicures and I always pick bright pinks. I love hot pink and bright reds, but every once in a while then you have to give your nails a break from a gel manicure because the acrylic is really tough on the nails. So right now I'm taking a little break where I'm painting them just clear myself to keep them strong. And then I think March, which is just a week away, I'm going to go and get another gel manicure. And I think I'm ready for hot pink with spring coming up.
Yeah, I haven't done any in a while now, not since the holidays. When spring comes, I'll probably go for a nice bright color. I haven't figured out which one yet. When I get to LA, I'll probably have something really good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've been doing my nails since I was 13 years old.
Oh, really?
Started young, yeah. Yeah, the reason I asked you, Judy, is because when I used to see you at the meetup parties and stuff, I always saw you with like red or pink.
Yes, my favorite colors. My wardrobe is like that too. I have so many red dresses in my wardrobe and so many pink tops. I just love those colors, so I always gravitate towards them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've always been like red and pink and purple and like white French tip and occasionally orange.
Oh, uh-huh.
Yeah, occasionally orange. That I'll do that at Halloween time or something. And I do.
Yeah, that's a good time to do it.
In green at St. Patty's Day. I may do that this year.
Yes.
Who knows? Yeah, I might do it.
So it's been a good year so far. I have had 2 movies play in theaters. One played at the Aquarius Theater a week ago called A Final Sprint. I played this role of this woman, Katia Ross, who's struggling to raise 2 kids. She doesn't have much money. There's problems, and she's trying to get her son to be a track star because that's his goal in life. So it was a real emotional movie that played at the Aquarius Theater a week ago, and it's now on my YouTube channel for anyone who would like to watch it. And I did another one called Line, which played at a theater in Palo Alto also. And I played this real stuck-up receptionist, Tracy, which was a fun role where I'm really unkind to somebody new in the office. And as I mentioned, my movie Villain will be coming out soon. It's been submitted to some film festivals, so we're waiting to hear back. And that role was really fun, the Evil Daisy role. It was really a good role for me, and I had a great time filming that for a couple of days, and then a rehearsal too. The cast really worked well together, I thought, and we had a lot of fun with it. And I did a commercial recently for a center called Lucy Daniels Center to help people with disadvantaged children or children with mental illnesses. It's actually for a TV station in North Carolina, but the director I've worked with several times before was in charge of casting it, so he filmed it with me here, and I was excited about that. I also got a copy of that and put that on my YouTube channel for anyone who wants to see it. And I've got a sci-fi movie coming up, which I can't really talk much about, but it's a really good movie, a real good sci-fi one that I'm filming on March 3rd. So I'm really looking forward to that. And I'm hoping for a lot more this year because I, too, have a lot of goals to do many more movies and many more music videos this year. I dance in a lot of music videos, so I've been talking with some people who want me in their music videos, which will be coming up soon. So the year's been looking good so far.
Wow, I think I'll watch that movie you mentioned that's on YouTube. Definitely.
Yeah, Final Sprint. Yeah, it's an emotional one, and I really enjoyed filming that.
Yeah, I was in a music video for a San Francisco band a couple of years ago, and I actually interviewed the lead singer yesterday. She'd been trying to make time for, like, I don't know, 4 or 5 months to get on, and she finally did. We had a nice little interview yesterday.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, music videos are a lot of fun to make. I like making music videos.
Oh, yes, I just love them. I counted the other day, and I have been in 35.
Wow, 35. Wow.
Yeah, with different artists. I've been in music videos with a lot of rappers as a dancer, and I've also been in music videos for bands like Mojo Working called Treat Your Landlady Right, and another one for the famous Fountains of Wayne called The Summer Place, and then I played a nurse, and another one for a band, and the music video was called Insane. And I have another one coming out very soon with the famous Egyptian lover. I was a dancer in his alien music video. And that's going to be coming out soon for a really fun song called International Freak.
Wow, 35 videos. I've been in 2.
Oh, yeah. I do get cast in music videos a lot, and I love it. I just do, because I love music, and there's several different kinds of music I like, too. So it's always a fun experience for me.
Yes, you certainly do love music. Well,
Yes.
Judy, thank you so much for coming back on again.
Oh, you're welcome. It was a pleasure to be on here.
Absolutely, and I'll tag this on social media for you when it's uploaded in a little bit.
Okay, that sounds good.
You have yourself a great day.
Okay, you too. Thanks again, and I'll talk to you soon.
Okay, bye-bye.
Okay, bye-bye.
Well, there you have it. Judy Cerda. Ain't she a sweetheart? Thank you so much, Judy. It was great talking to you again. And I will be watching your movie on YouTube soon. If you like this video, everyone, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Add me as a friend on Facebook. Join my Tommy Kovac comedian page on Facebook. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram and all that fun stuff. Well, that's all the time we have this week on Splat from the Past. Until next time, this is Tommy Throwback Kovac saying, there's no shame in living in the past, because the present sucks. Later, dudes.